We just got a ton of official NHL 26 news from an unlikely source. In today's video, I will break down everything we learned here today regarding Hockey Ultimate Team, Be a Pro, presentation, and more. Now, if you're interested in all of the information, a link will be down below in the description, but of course, I'm going to go through it with you right here, right now. If you happen to be new, don't forget to subscribe for more NHL 26 news, gameplay, and everything else in the future, and let's get started. Now, for all this information, we're heading to bestbuy.com. Weird, I know. If you were looking to get the physical copy pre-order edition of NHL 26, you would head to the Best Buy website, which not a lot of people do, but here they do have a bunch of news that we're going to go through. First up is gameplay, IceQ and player edge tracking. IceQ 2.0, powered by NHL EDGE, brings lifelike player behavior, letting superstars think, move, and play with real-world precision. IceQ 2.0 dynamically adjusts line strategies and player tactics, giving you a realistic and responsive gameplay experience. Now, the second part there definitely sounds really interesting, dynamic strategic changes. Will this mean the AI is actually smart in NHL 26? Please? NHL EDGE data drives player attributes like skating acceleration, top speed, slap shot power, and wrist shot power. This makes each superstar feel unique and gives you strategic advantages on the ice. By this, it sounds like they use the NHL EDGE data to actually do the attributes for each player in the game, or at least your big name players. I can't expect them to do it for people in the OHL, though that would be pretty cool. Superstar tendencies show off signature moves like Draisaitl's low angle shots and Trouba's hard hits. Dynamic X Factors boost these unique behaviors. Now, to me, this sounds like AI. Jacob Trouba is going to be laying out big hits because he's Jacob Trouba, and that's what he does. If the AI is actually going to play like this and look like they do in real life, I consider this a massive W, but we'll have to wait and see if it's actually true. Crease Control System enhances goalie awareness with close-range saves, poke checks, and smart AI positioning. These real-time reactions help them respond smoothly to puck changes for more realistic saves. Alright, and that is the big thing for me right there. If goalies are actually going to be better, I am happy. Goalies have been such a problem for so many years. And I said this the last time we were talking about goalies. I'll believe it when I see it, but they do seem to be talking quite a bit about the changes coming to goalies in NHL 26. Please be true. So that is what's new for gameplay. Not a ton there for gameplay. We've already talked about a lot of this stuff. There is a few new things there, but overall it does sound like it could be better. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we're talking about the fan favorite mode, Be a Pro. Lots of changes coming to Be a Pro, so let's get started. The Be a Pro mode lets you rise from rookie to superstar through new storylines, characters, challenges, impactful choices, and voice-acted-out cutscenes. Alright, so it sounds like Be a Pro got a pretty big refresh. New voice-acted cutscenes sounds like a whole new storyline compared to the previous years, something it's desperately needed for, well, years. Play from the World Juniors to the draft and feel the emotions of your first pro game. Big plays, tough interviews, and possible returns to the minors. Everything shapes your journey to stardom. And there it is, returning to the minors confirmed for Be a Pro. It sounds like they're really trying to make it like you are the player now. The mode has been the same for like 5 years now, so it's nice to see it getting some upgrades, getting some changes. In Be a Pro, shape your personality and playstyle with unique abilities and X Factors, letting you choose between being a flashy superstar and a humble locker room hero. And then one last little paragraph here about the walkouts. Genuine tunnel walkouts for select NHL teams and fresh facial animations add extra realism and emotion to your journey to the cup. So that's what we learned about Be a Pro in NHL 26 here today. Again, just more expansion on what we've already known. The confirmation of being able to be sent to the minors is cool. Being able to play in the World Juniors is going to be awesome as well, in my opinion. And I'm excited to actually play Be a Pro this year. It'll be different. Let's go. Alright, next up, Hockey Ultimate Team, my expertise. Starting with Hut Seasons, it introduces a dynamic mode with revamped team building and intense ranked competitive matches, plus Hut Cup Chase for offline at your own pace. Once again, they're pushing that new mode, the Hut Cup Chase. It does sound like it's replacing squad battles, though not 100% confirmed. Hut Seasons offers endless ways to build your team using mechanics like season-specific rules, rotating captain themes, and strategic player combos for powerful boosts. Now, we did talk about this in a previous video. Team chemistry is back, and there's going to be a ton of different ways that you can earn chemistry for your team, which is going to provide overall boosts. There's also going to be a salary cap. A streamlined user interface makes creating and managing your squad smooth and efficient throughout the season. New menus, okay, cool. Ranked competitive matches, deliver high-stakes action as you build your team and climb the leaderboard. Prove what you've got to hold your rank and chase the championship. That does not sound like Hut Rivals to me. Hut Rivals was the skill-based matchmaking mode in NHL 25 and 4 and 3. But we definitely did not have to chase the championship in Rivals. Very curious to see what that means for NHL 26. Hut Cup Chase lets you take on the CPU in an offline mini-season of 18 games aiming for the playoffs and a shot at the Hut Cup and exclusive season rewards. We know there's going to be multiple Hut seasons throughout the year, and it looks like this is going to reset every season. An offline mini-season of 18 games aiming for the playoffs, meaning that if you're an offline player, you're going to be playing 18 games trying to make the playoffs, then you're going to have the playoffs to play, and then you need to win the championship. It's going to be quite a bit. Now, this is all offline. This is your new squad battle type mode. I'm definitely curious to see what the rewards are going to be, and if it's actually worth playing. Every season, fresh heroes and icon cards are added, featuring top players from different teams and eras to power up your deck building strategy. This is also something we touched on in the previous news video for Hockey Ultimate Team. We saw the introduction of the new icons and the Hut heroes, including Sergei Fedorov. And it looks like they're going to be adding more players every season. We're not sure how many seasons there will be. In NHL 25, there is 8. Now that is it for Hockey Ultimate Team. Let's move on to presentation. Fresh presentation elements give you detailed visual breakdowns of gameplay impact, showing how IceQ 2.0 changes each moment on the ice. Expanded replay insights track key stats like skating speed, shot speed, shooting percentage, and goalie threat zones for deep analysis. We did get some of this in the actual reveal trailer for NHL 26. Quinn Hughes' skating speed and then Connor Hellebuck's save percentage. And more stuff like this is going to pop up during replays of NHL 26 gameplay. Enhanced broadcast graphics and multi-story replays bring key moments to life, highlighting player stats and game-changing sequences for rich storytelling. Looks like they're adding to all the changes that they made to replays in the last couple years. We also have an updated visual package, including new additions like the Delta Center Arena, the home of the Utah Mammoth, realistic net mesh reactions, so when the puck hits the back of the net, it'll actually do something instead of just standing still, dynamic cinematic lighting, and player neck guards for added immersion. That's everything we know for presentation here in NHL 26. Let's hope that NHL 27 has a big refresh of the presentation. New commentary, a new broadcast package, something different. We do have a few more things to go through, including X Factors and an excerpt about World of Chell. First up, X Factors include 28 powerful abilities across 5 categories, each with unique animations and gameplay effects that create real impact on the ice. Superstars feel more authentic than ever, with bold presentation and signature moves like Austin Matthews' quick release, catching goalies off guard. We talked about this in the past. The new X Factor is actually being animation specific, so the X Factor that Austin Matthews has is going to give him an animation to have a quicker release on his shot. Definitely curious to see how this is going to play out. In World of Chell, the X Factor build system lets you customize and experiment with player builds for a deep personal playstyle, and that is quite literally it for World of Chell. That is all they've said about World of Chell so far with all the news we've gotten. And lastly, refreshed UI, improved menu screen, and clean font, enhanced navigation and readability, adding clarity and flow to every part of the game. They added a new font. Let's go. And once again, all of the news will be down below in the description. If you want to take a look for yourself, there will be a link for the Best Buy NHL 26 website. Everything we just talked about, we already kind of knew about, right? But this went a little bit more in-depth into each thing. We now know more about Be a Pro, more about Hockey Ultimate Team, more about X Factors, and more about presentation. Let me know down below what you think of the changes coming to NHL 26 so far. And of course, there will be more in the future. We're going to have deep dives, there's going to be more blogs and whatnot. I got lucky and found this on the Best Buy website, but I will keep an eye out for other websites that are posting information regarding NHL 26. All this news is coming directly from EA, and Best Buy posted it, so maybe they did that for somewhere else. Anyways, y'all, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.